Welcome everyone to today's video where we'll be showcasing the transformation journeys of our patients. So here's our first patient, Hari. Let's hear about his transformation journey in his own words.
Has your first hair transplant also failed and you are confused about what to do next? Then this video is for you. In today's video, we bring you the 1-month follow-up journey of a very special case, a repair hair transplant patient. Back in 2021, he underwent his first hair transplant at another clinic. Though the procedure was done, it failed to deliver the desired density and natural look. Disheartened by the results, he explored multiple options for a second hair transplant. After thorough research and consultations at several clinics, he finally chose QHT Clinic, inspired by our consistent success stories and high density results. Now, 1 month has passed since his second hair transplant procedure at QHT, and he's here to share his personal experience, recovery journey, and why trusting QHT turned out to be the right decision.
Hi, my name is Hari and I'm 30 years old. I'm coming from Delhi, and today is my first PRP here in QHT Clinic, and all the way I would like to share my past experience regarding my hair transplant and what they motivated me to do the hair transplant finally. In the year 2016, I started my hair fall. I so many medicines like finasteride and minoxidil for continuously for 5 years. Then in the year 2021, I did my first hair transplant. So that hair transplant after 2 years, I mean in the year 2023, I wait for my 2 years to get the result of my first hair transplant. However, I didn't get that much of result. The density was a bit poor, so I decided to go for a second hair transplant. Then in meantime, I find so many clinics. I did my research, Google, and I went so many clinics. But finally, I choose QHT. And why I choose QHT? Because their past result that is very much awesome, and the staff over there and the package is also good. It is affordable. So finally I did my transplant a month before. That is my second hair transplant. So I feel really happy because it was a tough process from the QHT, the doctors and everything, because doing a second hair transplant, my donor it was also not that much perfect to do a hair transplant, even though they tried their best to come up with the best result. And approx 4,200 plus graft they have cured and placed over my head. All the way it was really a nice experience for me also, because the caring and the doctors they really did very well. They took graft from my beard area also, and yeah, it was really good because I didn't expect the result of getting that much graft from the donor area. After the surgery, it was completely fine. I didn't feel any kind of uncomfort after the 7 days of my post-care surgery. I follow up whatever the doctors and the QHT team was continuously connected me over the call and messages, everything. If we have any kind of a queries or questions or any problem, we can directly connect it to their team members. They are really very helpful. Even the peak hours also they will try their best, to give the maximum support for us, do our care and everything. So that is very much awesome from the QHT side. Yes, so all my head wash, everything has done successfully. Today is my first PRP. I'm expecting my shedding phase will start after 2 months. So I'm just waiting for that. So all the way it is very good experience. So I would like to recommend QHT Clinic is good and the best one. So here you can see my donor area. We took almost graft from this area, and now you can see that there is no scar, and the healing was completely done, and the skin also just looked like the same as it was. No scar, nothing. It's really good. You can see that how you have to take care of your donor area. First of all, whatever the doctor is saying, how to the cream and all those things that you have to properly after the wash you have to properly do your creams over the donor area. And you don't need to, if you are facing any kind of itching, then don't touch that area. And the saline water also you can use to clean those area. Either it depends the skin condition also, because once the rashes will come, then it is quite difficult. So take care of the dust. Yeah, and if you want to go outside also, then this take care of a dust, or you can wear some mask covered with your face. And so then this is how you can take care of your donor areas. Why I finally go with the transplant, even though in the market you can go with the hair patches or wig that you can get easily. However, the hair transplant, you will get completely a natural look, and nowadays look also matters. So doing hair transplant is just like a same like the natural hair, the same look. You won't get any kind of a patches if you wear. Artificial is obviously artificial only. So all those, I did research about the artificial hairs also. In some time, yes, that is okay, fine. But during the high temperature, the hot and all those things, it might be some problem for the skin. The skin condition matters. Every skin not suit the patches and artificial hair. So that's why I thought, okay, hair transplant is a good option, because it isn't my own hair only and it's look natural. We can cut our hairs, we can shave our hair. So yeah, hair transplant is a good one, rather than going with any kind of a patch or any kind of a artificial hairs. So here I would like to share my experience of my first hair transplant and the second one that I did from QHT. The first hair transplant, it was also good, but what I would like to share the comparison of both the transplant. The first transplant was approx 3,500 something graft they have placed, and it was painful also. Yeah, because here you will get anesthetic, and the doctor is also here to take care of you, and all the way they are doing very good. The QHT clinic is take care of their patients is completely marvelous, awesome, because this kind of hygienic, and the doctor, the way of treat, how they take care of the patient, you won't get any other clinic, according to my experience I'm sharing. And they will totally take care of you, because if you feel any kind of a pain, suddenly you can say that, okay, this part is getting pain, then they will do the injection something. So it is very good. It was really a nice experience here. So today my first PRP, and I'm just waiting for to do my first PRP, and yet another 2 to 3 months, because my shedding phase is about to start. See you next time on my next video. So till then, thank you so much.
You've just seen Hari's transformation journey. Now let's move on to our final comparison of the day. Let's find out more about his journey.
Meet our patient 1, patient 2, and patient 3. 3 individuals, 3 journeys, and 3 different levels of baldness. Patient 1 was struggling with diffuse grade 2A, patient 2 with diffuse grade 3, and patient 3 with diffuse grade 4 baldness. On paper, these may look like medical conditions, but in reality, they were daily battles. Battles against low confidence, against social judgment, and against the reflection in the mirror. Now imagine this: 3 different baldness patterns, 3 unique scalp conditions, and one goal: to restore not just their hair, but their entire identity, giving them a renewed look. This is where our experts stepped in, not only as surgeons, but as true architects of transformation. With scientific precision, they designed a personalized strategy for each patient, from crafting a natural hairline to distributing grafts meticulously, zone by zone. And the result? Hairlines that appear untouched by surgery, density that feels effortless, and transformation so real that you might question if it is even possible. This is not just hair restoration. It is about rewriting stories, one follicle at a time. Stay with us till the very end, because what you are about to witness is nothing less than cinematic. 3 patients, 3 battles, and 1 spectacular outcome. This is where baldness ends and confidence begins. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more upcoming updates. Now let us take you through the pre-surgery conditions of our 3 patients. Each one had a different type of baldness and a different story. Our first patient, patient 1, was suffering from diffuse grade 2A baldness. His hairline had completely gone back, making an M shape. Because of this, his frontal area looked empty and he needed more density there to improve his appearance. Patient 2 was dealing with diffuse grade 3 baldness. His hairline and temples had gone back, which damaged his overall facial frame. The front and half of the mid-scalp had become thin, and even his crown area was showing signs of thinning. With PRP and medication, that crown area could still be improved. Now let's talk about patient 3. His baldness was more advanced compared to the other 2. He had diffuse grade 4 baldness. He started losing hair very fast at a young age, which badly affected his confidence. His scalp was clearly visible because of thinning, and his hairline had completely gone. The frontal and mid-scalp needed coverage through PRP sessions, but the biggest challenge was his crown. It had lost its natural swirl pattern, and the density around it was also gone. Our experts had to carefully cover this large crown area. But here is the most important part. All 3 patients, even with such advanced baldness, had a very strong donor area, and that became the game changer. Because of this, we could create natural results and also ensure that they last for a long time. So get ready to watch 3 amazing journeys. These are not just stories of hair restoration, but also of hope, confidence, and transformation. Because when the right diagnosis is matched with the right technique, change is guaranteed. If you are facing similar hair problems, share your scalp pictures with our experts. They will guide you on whether you need a hair transplant or a medication plan. Now let us move to hairline designing. After examining the complete scalp, our experts first trimmed the hair of all 3 patients and gave them a proper head wash. This helped remove dirt, excess oil, and dead skin cells, creating a clean and smooth surface for accurate markings. While designing the hairline, our experts carefully looked at each patient's facial proportions, bone structure, and level of baldness. Every marking was done with precision, keeping in mind the balance of their face. For patient 1, whose hairline had completely receded into an M shape, our experts designed a custom hairline to restore his natural look. The distance of the new hairline was measured from the glabella point, ensuring perfect symmetry. They also marked the remaining bald zones that needed coverage. Moving on to patient 2, his hairline design was also measured from the glabella point, but in his case, temples were also created to frame the face better. Since he was at diffuse grade 3 with heavy thinning in the frontal and mid-scalp, his plan required more detailing to balance aesthetics and density. Now, let's look at patient 3, whose baldness was even more advanced. For him, the experts designed a custom hairline suited to his face shape, again using the glabella point as a reference. Along with the frontal hairline, they also carefully marked the crown, where density was completely lost, ensuring full restoration planning. These markings were not just simple lines on the scalp, they were the blueprints of transformation. They guided the surgical team, defined the recipient zones, and ensured that every single graft placement would add to a result that looks natural, balanced, and aesthetically perfect from every angle. Want a perfectly natural hairline that suits your face? Book your appointment with our experts today and start your transformation. This is one of the most crucial steps in a hair transplant. Inside the pre-marked zones, our surgeons carefully create tiny slits that decide the exact direction, angle, depth, and density of each graft. For all 3 patients, the advanced zigzag technique was used in the hairline to achieve a soft and natural look. Every slit was customized according to the patient's facial proportions and baldness pattern, ensuring perfect balance and natural growth. This step is the true foundation of results that are not only long-lasting, but also look completely natural. The procedure began with the administration of local anesthesia in both the donor and recipient areas. This ensured the entire process remained completely painless for all 3 patients. After this, the slit creation provided the perfect foundation for both aesthetic appeal and medical success. With this preparation complete, our experts moved to the most important part of the procedure, is extracting and implanting the grafts simultaneously. Now, let us see how the grafts were implanted in each case. Patient 1. To restore his receded hairline, our experts implanted single and thin hair follicles in an irregular pattern, giving it a natural and soft look. For achieving higher density in the frontal region, double and triple hair follicles were used, which created a fuller appearance. In total, 2,600 grafts were implanted, all safely extracted from his donor area. Patient 2. Here, our experts implanted single and thin follicles in the hairline as well as in the temporal angles to frame his face better. Since his frontal and half of the mid-scalp were more affected, double and triple follicles were placed to add density and volume. In his case, a total of 3,500 grafts were implanted, again extracted only from his safe donor zone. Even though the graft count was not very different from patient 1, the additional grafts helped cover his larger baldness area. patient had a more advanced stage of baldness, requiring restoration in multiple zones. To rebuild his facial frame, single and thin follicles were implanted in the hairline zone, and in the frontal area where density is needed, our experts implanted double and triple hair follicles around the swirl area of the crown, where single, double, and triple hair follicles were implanted. For him too, a total of 3,600 grafts were implanted, all harvested from his safe donor zone. Through this precise combination of graft selection, placement, and angles, each patient's scalp was customized to look natural, fuller, and long-lasting. If you really want to transform your look and explore the hair transplant procedure in detail, drop a comment saying hair transplant, and our team will reach out to guide you every step of the way. Let us now take a look at the progress of each patient, one by one, starting with their PRP sessions. 1 month follow-up of patient 1. 1 month after the transplant, when our patient 1 visited the clinic for his first follow-up PRP session, our experts observed that around 60% shedding was visible on his scalp. Many patients get worried at this stage, but this is completely normal. In fact, this shedding phase is actually a positive sign that the implanted follicles have entered their natural growth cycle. One month follow-up of patient 2. When we looked at patient 2's condition during the same timeline, he had also experienced a more similar shedding phase. And this is not just about these two cases. Almost 90 to 95% of patients go through this stage after a transplant. The shedding allows the newly implanted follicles to rest and prepare for stronger, healthier, and permanent growth in the coming months. So, instead of panicking, this phase should be seen as the beginning of transformation, because once shedding settles, the real journey of regrowth begins. If you have doubts regarding hair transplant, then what are you waiting for? Book your consultation now. 4-month follow-up of patient 1. 4 months after the transplant, when patient 1 came in for his second PRP session, our experts were truly impressed by the progress. His M-shaped hairline now perfectly frames his face, giving him a naturally balanced and youthful appearance. The frontal area showed remarkable volume and density, which reflected the precision and care taken during the transplant. Even at this early stage, the transformation was clearly visible. The previously thinning areas were filling in beautifully, and the new growth was blending seamlessly with his native hair. Each follicle was contributing to a fuller, more natural look, demonstrating the effectiveness of the carefully planned treatment strategy. Seven-month follow-up of patient 2. 7 months after the transplant, patient 2's scalp revealed a truly striking improvement. His newly designed hairline now perfectly framed the temples, giving balance and symmetry to his facial structure. The frontal and mid-scalp areas displayed rich density, and the regions that once suffered from visible thinning had filled in beautifully. The transformation was not only physical but emotional, as his overall look became sharper and more youthful. And the most remarkable part is that this is only the 7-month stage. Every patient's growth timeline is unique. Yet even at this point, the progress is nothing short of inspiring. 9-month follow-up of patient 3. Patient 3's 9-month journey stands as a remarkable example of natural restoration. At his first PRP session after the transplant, the improvements were already extraordinary. His hairline had been fully redefined, the frontal and mid-scalp thinning had vanished, and the crown area showed remarkable coverage. The beauty of his progress lies in how seamlessly the transplanted hair merged with his native strands, creating a result so natural that it was impossible to tell the difference. Not only did the transplanted hair grow thicker and healthier, but even his existing native hairs became stronger, resulting in a flawless, realistic transformation. This stage reflects not just the success of the surgery, but the harmony of science, precision, and patient commitment working together. If you are experiencing similar signs related to your shedding phase, so connect with our experts today. 7-month results of our patient 1. If we compare patient 1's 7-month results with his initial condition, the transformation is truly remarkable. He was struggling with the challenges of diffuse grade 2A. Today, his newly designed hairline beautifully enhances his natural facial features. The frontal and mid-scalp areas, which still showed thinning around the 4th month, have now achieved healthy and balanced density. The overall scalp coverage looks natural and complete. The minor thinning that remained earlier has been fully resolved with regular PRP sessions and proper medication, making his journey a perfect example of early yet impactful progress. Ten-month results of our patient 2. Patient 2 has journeyed from diffuse grade 3 baldness to thick, strong, and healthy hair. His transformation speaks louder than words. In his initial condition, he had completely lost his natural hairline along with the temples, which had receded into a deep M shape. The frontal zone and almost half of the mid-scalp were severely damaged, but now his hairline has been artistically restored. The frontal and mid-scalp areas have regained natural density, and the overall scalp looks effortless and real. His entire appearance has undergone a dramatic 360-degree turnaround, bringing back his youthful charm and self-confidence. This is not just a cosmetic change, it is a revival of personality, energy, and identity. Patient 2 today stands as proof that with science, artistry, and commitment, life-changing results are possible. Thirteen-month results of our patient 3. Patient 3 began his journey with a severely receded hairline and a completely damaged crown. His scalp looked bare, and the frontal structure of his face had lost its balance. 13 months later, the story is entirely different. His hairline is now perfectly shaped and frames his face with precision. The frontal and mid-scalp regions have gained impressive density, while the crown, one of the most difficult areas to restore, is filled with healthy, natural growth. His transformation is so complete that it is impossible to distinguish between transplanted and native hair. From a damaged scalp to a head full of dense and natural hair, patient 3's appearance has been fully redefined. This result is more than restoration, it is renewal of confidence, personality, and charm. All three patients had different conditions, and each achieved results at different stages of their journey. That is why comparing your progress with someone else's is never accurate. Scientifically, a hair transplant shows its complete results in around 12 months, but the timeline varies from person to person. When we look at the results of these three patients together, one thing is crystal clear. Every transformation is unique, yet equally outstanding. These results are living proof of the QHT technique, executed with precision and backed by the consistency and expertise of our team. This is what what makes QHT different, special, and truly transformative. Most importantly, these journeys are an inspiration. The right team and the right technique, you too can achieve results that restore not just your hair, but your confidence, your identity, and your life. How long will it take to see full results after a transplant? Scientifically, the complete results are visible in about 12 months, but the timeline varies from person to person. Some see faster progress at 6 to 7 months, while others continue improving up to 15 months. Why is my progress different from someone else's? Every scalp is unique. Factors like the grade of baldness, donor area strength, lifestyle, and consistency with PRP sessions and medications all influence growth timelines. That's why comparing your results with someone else's is not accurate. Will my transplanted hair look natural? Yes. With QHT, every hairline is designed scientifically according to your facial structure and bone proportions. The grafts are implanted at natural angles, ensuring results that blend seamlessly with your existing hair. Is the result permanent? Absolutely. Transplanted hair is taken from the safe donor zone, which is resistant to baldness. With proper care, these results are permanent and last a lifetime. Do I need PRP or medicines after the transplant? Yes. PRP sessions and prescribed medications strengthen both transplanted and native hair, prevent further thinning, and enhance density. They are a crucial part of the journey to ensure the best possible results. Dreaming of results like these? Your transformation can start today. Book your consultation now and let confidence make a comeback. This journey showcases the transformation of 3 patients: diffuse grade 2A, diffuse grade 3, and diffuse grade 4. Today, all 3 have achieved completely transformed results, brought together in one powerful frame. If you are also struggling with baldness, do not wait any longer. Book your consultation today.
Hello friends, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please like this video, share and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will get update on every video.